I'll just talk about it, and you can smile. I don't care. I'm really lonely.
Okay.
And because I was in a relationship for 10 years, and it was the first holidays where I wasn't in a relationship in a long time. So during Christmas, I went to a restaurant by myself, and I ate, and then I ended up like I was in a Korean spa at 11 a.m. This is men's Korean spa I go to, and I was surrounded by all these naked Korean men, and they were making noises.
Sorry.
This guy. This guy.
Making noises.
What the f*** is your problem, dog?
Nothing.
It's not even a vulnerable thing I'm saying. Yeah.
It's good energy right here.
You know, I was seeing all these naked Korean men sitting around, like you're just in a, you know what I mean? You're hot with gooks. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That'd be a cool band name. Wouldn't that be a cool band name?
I'd wear the merch.
Yeah, hot with gooks.
What kind of music though?
What?
What kind of wave trance?
No, yeah, but it's got to also there's some Tibetan like groaning or whatever, moaning. Yeah. I'm sitting there, and and also Koreans, they make noises.
Right.
Old Korean men. Yeah, but this is the one that they. Aigu. You know what I mean? And I don't know what that means. But I'm sitting there, and everyone's going, aigu, and I'm sitting there, and I go, it's Christmas, I'm alone, I'm with these naked Korean men, I'm 51 years old, and all these negative thoughts started coming in my head, and then I just started getting really depressed, like everything's hopeless almost. You know what I mean? And also, these are things that, like, in your head you think it's going to last forever. This is just a moment, it'll pass. It's not like how every Christmas is going to be. It's just this Christmas, right? But my head says, you know what I mean, differently. It says,
it's going to be forever.
This is forever.
This is a preview of more bad to come.
Right.
That's how our brains are wired.
And in reality, it's like I've never been, in terms of like my career and my life, it's never been better. It's like I'm so busy, So it's like I really have nothing to complain about. But in that moment, it was just super depressing, And I don't think any medication can stop that. I just have to. And what happened was after that, I was like, I'm going to pump up my meetings, and I want to, because I can't. Because once you stay in that, you could relapse quick. I think,
When do you think that? Because for that moment, like we're all in have been in long-term relationships. You're newly out. Was there like a 3-week, like the way it would be on a relapse, right? Like I would imagine the freedom of after a breakup. For like the first month, it must have been a reeling, weird high. Like, what was that like after 10 years?
Well, in the beginning, it's always like, oh, new, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
New P, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is going to be fun. And after the first time, you're like, that was pretty good. That was fun. After the second time, you're like, it's not working. You know what I mean? All these fantasies that you have when you're in a monogamous relationship for like a long time. As a man, you live through other guys' stories, or you fantasize. You see a hot chick at the mall, you fantasize about, and all those things aren't true. When you actually do it, it's like, oh, it's not living up to whatever I thought it was going to do or feel like or whatnot.
Yes.
And then after the third or fourth one, you're like, oh, it's definitely this isn't the path. So now I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm back to ground zero, and was that the right term? And I'm gonna just take a break from it and work on me and figure out what I want, and
But usually people make the case for being in long-term relationships because of the kids, but you never wanted to have kids.
I do want them.
You do?
Who said that?
I don't know, me?
Yeah,
right?
you
just now.
You assumed I don't want kids.
Me just now.
I like little kids.
You think you'll have them? No.
I want them.
Really?
Why wouldn't I want one?
Is that a new revelation?
No,
for you?
I've always wanted one.
What are we going to do about that?
I had to pump it in.
Yeah, but to whom?
I don't know. That's the point. I know.
Ben,
that's the
who
thing.
should he?
No. Here's the thing. I'm complex. Here's the thing. It's like, I know you probably like, I don't know much about you, but you probably like simple music.
What does that mean?
Well, I just assumed that you're like, oh,
John Mayer?
No, yeah, like, I love Coldplay or whatever, right? You just seem like a guy that likes simple music.
I like punk music.
No,
like
let me just finish. What
death metal. I like wave trance. That's a music you like, right? You've talked about that on the pod.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what you like.
I like what you like.
Okay. All right. Fine. But all right. But so then you're complex like I am. I want. There's complexities that I'm looking for. You know what I mean? It's like, Yeah, you can go out with I've gone on dates with hot chicks.
Kalila's
Yeah,
a babe,
she's beautiful,
if
and I
may
love
say.
her. I love her.
His
right?
ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, but one thing will be said, and I'm out. Like I had a dinner last week on a date, and she goes, "I thought Trump was all right." You know what I mean, as a president, and as soon as she said that, was like, "I'm out." She was so hot.
Why?
What? Me?
No, but why?
Why did I react that way?
Trump.
I should be able to accept that. Yeah, I mean, that's just a me thing. You might be able to. You know what I mean?
No, I
That's
know
a
what
me
you're
thing.
saying. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so if you were on a date and somebody goes, "Yeah, I voted for him twice," how would you feel?
Twice, no.
Yeah, the first time you would be like a mistake or
Yes.
like you've learned your lesson.
100%.
But this person voted twice.
Twice is fucking wild.
Why?
Yes, twice.
And it's okay. It's okay if you know what I mean. You wanted to could date. I can't.
Yes.
I don't know why. I just can't. Maybe I'm a communist. You know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just a libtard, whatever they say. You know what I mean? But I just can't do it. You know what I mean? And I have some rightish principles myself. You know what I mean? I do. But there's a certain, like I had another date where a girl goes, "I hate the Beatles." And already I'm like, I'm fucking out.
Out.
Right.
Out. But also, politics on a date. That's just, why are you going there in general?
Great.
Doesn't matter, left,
Great.
right,
No,
nothing.
no,
What the
great
hell are
point.
you
Great.
doing?
No, wrong. You have to know up front.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
I'll tell you why.
Because then that person's too invested at all. Like, normal people shouldn't be that invested.
Yeah, but I want to know that information so that like 6 months down the road she says it and I'm already invested emotionally.
I understand, I guess.
But there's context 6 months in, right? Because you know them a little bit better. Yes, there's like
yeah.
a weird warning sign.
I'm sure that girl doesn't even like Trump.
You know what?
Like she's probably unless you were dating like a Fox News correspondent, I bet you that like people just talk to talk.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't want that ever coming up early.
She's regurgitating what her dad said at Thanksgiving to you because she thinks it sounds smart.
Right.
And
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It could have been that.
She might have been trying to impress you.
By the way,
Maybe.
my wife is like, compared to me, I am a hardcore right Republican. The reality is, I'm an Obama Democrat. She's like AOC, Bernie Sanders,
right.
ultra left. How dare you think that? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
babe,
yeah.
come on, come to the center
Right.
slightly with me.
Yeah,
But
I'm more center.
as my buddy said, when I was going to marry my wife, and I was considering, like, you know, when am I going to pop the question? I was like, you know, like, my wife and I don't have, like, I got to say, like, we don't have, like, these deep debates. And he looked at me, he'd been married for over 10 years. He goes, you don't want to debate with your wife.